as a guy, the truth is, we end up having a lot of acquaintances, a lot of people that we know, but not a lot of people that we call friends. You may have a few close people in your circle, and obviously you got your family, but something that I've been working on over the last year and a half is creating deeper connections and deeper relationships with the people in my life. And I want to share with you some tactics on how you can do the same thing, and it's not going to be overcomplicated. It's actually going to be quite simple. So if we think of every kind of friendship that we have at the moment as like this cup, right? For us to make sure that this cup is continually being filled all the time, we have to do certain things. And I want to go through those certain things, because when we avoid doing these certain things, we end up having a lot of acquaintances, a lot of connections, but not a lot of depth to those connections. So first things first, and this will depend on personality type, but literally stay in contact. And you might think that's so small, so simple, but saying hi just to say hi really does make a difference. So what I tend to do now, and people might think, why do I need to go to this extent? But I literally have a diary. On my diary, I have messaged my dad every 2 weeks. I don't need to do it for my mum because I lived in the same house as my mum. So typically we just talk every day, or we at least have a little few WhatsApp messages. But on my diary, I have to reminder to message my dad. I also have a reminder to at least try and meet with one of my closest friends at least once a month. Go out for lunch, dinner, go out party, whatever. We need to meet at least once a month with someone in my core group. Then obviously I got a cousin that I'm very close with, okay? At least once a month, go see my cousin. Then I've got 2 sisters who have kids as well. Go see nieces, nephews at least once a month. So basically, I try to do all those things at least once a month. My dad, I don't get to see him as frequently, but he's actually moved a bit closer to me now. So I'm going to try and squeeze him in at least once every 2 months. Yeah, it's difficult, but I'm intentional. I'm intentional, firstly, with my contact. So even if I don't see them, I always contact, all right? So I'm intentional with contact. My brother as well, he lives in the States. So the way that I try to do that is, well, essentially, I try to talk to him pretty much once a week or every 2 weeks, at least send him a message. I'm not really a big FaceTimer. I don't really call people. That's just not me. It's not what I like to do. I just can't be bothered to talk. I'd rather just message and we communicate that way. So I always try to communicate with him at least every 2 weeks at a minimum. So now that I have it all like in my diary, it's a part of my schedule, it's easier for me to like get it done, because it's like, okay, yeah, let me make sure I message my dad. Let me make sure I message my sister, blah, blah, blah. So again, filling up the cup. Now, I kind of went ahead there, but obviously meeting up is one aspect as well. So making sure that you actually do things, go out to eat, chill, go watch a movie. Like, I want to do stuff that enables me to deepen those connections. But then that leads me to another thing. It's actually asking the right questions when we talk to our people, right? So when you're having these conversations with people, the next most important thing for me is like, am I asking them the right questions? So typically, how does a chat between 2 guys go? Oh, how you getting on, mate? Yeah, I'm all right, yeah, not too bad. Okay, then it's just chit chat. But sometimes you actually need to go the extra mile in your questioning. How's work? How's so-and-so? How's the relationship going with XYZ? How's the kids? What you got them doing on a weekly basis? How's their school? Where are they going to school? Like, you need to actually dig a little bit more than just having your general chit chat. And what I like to do is, I think of every conversation and like every communication as a bit of like an onion. And I just want to peel the layers back. And obviously, I'm talking about creating deeper connections with people that are already in your life. Obviously, if it's someone you just met, you're dating, you'd have like a cap on how much you communicate, on how much you ask. But people that you're allowed to ask certain questions. So, if I ask my sister about my nephew, who's a bit older, he's 18 or whatever, I might ask some deeper questions because he's becoming an adult and he's going through certain things in his life, and she's my sister, so I can ask whatever I want. So things like that, it really makes a difference, because then that's how you create more depth. You fill up the cup even more, okay? Even more, all right? The next thing is obviously special occasions and actually making an effort on special occasions. So I think of it like this. I don't have any kids. So my nieces and nephews at the moment are like my extended kids. So I always want to try. I'm not the most like, oh, I'll get you the biggest gifts, but I always try and get them something. And when the occasion arises, I want to get them something nice. I don't mind spending a bit of money and ultimately just make them happy, make them enjoy it, because soon they're going to get old like me, not old, but older, and they ain't going to get any gifts anymore because I don't get gifts. I'm 29, I don't get gifts. A lot of older guys probably don't get gifts. And eventually they're going to get old and they're not going to get gifts. So while they can enjoy the gifts, get them gifts, because not only will they appreciate it, but also your family and friends will appreciate it. So like my next step to create deeper connections is now doing that and getting better gifts or getting gifts for my friends' kids. Because I do it for my family's kids, my sisters, my brothers, blah, 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 or my brother. But now, my brother ain't got kids, so ignore that. But now like my friends have kids. So now if I want to deepen my relationship with those people in my life, the next step is I need to start getting gifts for them. And obviously I ain't rich. I got enough money. I'm good. I'm happy. But like, I can start getting gifts for my friends' kids too. Again, creating more depth in the relationships that I do have. And then obviously romantically, because I guess who am I to give romantic advice? I'm single. But I think that a lot of people struggle with their relationships because, well, no, that's another video. That's another video. But still though, one of the things that you will hear is people don't ask each other enough questions or the right questions. And I think that over time, the more you communicate with someone, the questions that you ask really make a huge, huge difference. So short video today, I just wanted to kind of express some of the tactics that I utilize in my life to try and create deeper connections with people that are around me. So that, in the long run, I don't just have a bunch of acquaintances or people that we just know each other. We actually have a relationship, and there's more there than just kind of knowing each other. That's really the key factor here. Anyway, if you want more tips and tricks on how to be a better human being, a better guy, a better man, more fulfilled and get in an amazing shape, don't forget to drop a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace.